December of 1997, the decision was made by a lot of the movers and shakers in the community that this house really needed to be protected and saved. And the current owners of the house didn't want to see it lost either, but they had new plans for that beautiful property at Kentucky Point, which involved building a new home. And so this property really became redundant. So the question was, what are we going to do? So forces, and many of these people had been involved with the publishing of the Clark Lake book, which I was so very fortunate to be chosen to be the author of. Many of the people who were involved in that thought, well, here's an opportunity perhaps to save this cottage as a reflection of Clark Lake heritage. And the way that was done was quite unusual, and actually I understand was featured in TV stories around the world, not just in the US, where it was actually picked up, put over on a couple of barges, and then floated across the lake from Kentucky Point down to the east to the county park, and then slowly moved up the hill and put into the position that it is today. And I think everybody can agree it has become this wonderful symbol of Clark Lake spirit and community center. It, like any other property, has gone through some changes, and I think this most recent renovation, restoration, people are going to be very excited to see. Now, that being said, there's one little piece of this history that got left behind.
Ever seen the bottom of an ancient three-hole outhouse? We got it here.
Before indoor plumbing, there had to be a little building outside. And that little building often was referred to as the necessary.
If you've never seen or had the privilege of using one, it's certainly something that would be an asset to the community center. When you look inside of them, you can certainly see the wear, if you can imagine, after 110 plus years, and we're preserving that as part of the history of Clark Lake. Completing the movement took quite a bit of engineering, if you will. To begin with, we had to go over and raise it up, check it out, move a bunch of the bricks and so on that are part of it, make sure it was structurally sound to be able to be moved. Once we figured that out, a week or so passed, Flip Reynolds and myself went over and jacked it up on my snowmobile trailer so we could take it to my pole barn and fix part of the foundation, if you will. And then we delivered it the other day to the community center.
Is that perfect?
It got placed, it's all bolted down, secured, and in the spring we hope to piece by piece scrape with volunteers, repaint the three-holer so that after 110 plus years it's standing tall, just like its parent house across the patio.
The Garden Angels are really excited about the new area on the west side of the building at the community center, where an area has opened up for us to start landscaping. As you know, there's been some progress in that area, and we're looking forward to doing some plantings and beautifying the area as well. And of course, the topic is we're going to complete the movement with ease and beautify the area.
ClarkLakeSpirit.com, standing up for Clark Lake.